In a quiet village surrounded by date trees and sandy winds, there lived a humble young man named Bilal. He had grown up listening to his grandfather's stories about honesty, trust, and the power of true faith in Allah. Bilal worked as a shepherd, guiding the village's sheep to green patches far from the dry lands. He owned nothing except his stick, a small mat for prayer, and an old Quran his grandfather had given him. But Bilal never complained. He would pray under the shade of trees, thank Allah for every meal, and help the villagers whenever he could. One hot afternoon, Bilal heard of a merchant who had lost his precious bag of gold while traveling through the desert near the village. Many villagers began searching for it, hoping to keep the treasure if they found it. Bilal joined the search, not for gold but because he wanted to help the worried merchant. After hours of walking under the scorching sun, Bilal found the bag half buried in the sand. He could feel the weight of gold inside it. His hands trembled. This gold could change his life. He could build a house, buy more animals, and never work in the burning sun again. But as he touched the bag, he remembered his grandfather's words, "True Muslims never betray a trust." Bilal picked up the bag, looked at the endless desert, and turned back towards the village. The villagers gathered when they saw Bilal carrying the bag. Many whispered that he was foolish to return it, but Bilal ignored them and went straight to the merchant's tent. The merchant was an old man with tired eyes and trembling hands. When he saw Bilal holding his lost bag, he broke into tears of relief. He opened the bag, counted the gold coins, and then looked at Bilal with disbelief. "My son," the merchant said, "you could have hidden this and no one would know. Why did you bring it back?" Bilal lowered his gaze and replied, "Because my Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, taught us to fulfill trust and fear only Allah." The merchant was deeply moved. He offered Bilal half the gold as a reward. Bilal politely refused. "I did not do this for gold," he said. "I did this for my Rabb who watches over us all." Word spread quickly through the village about Bilal's honesty. Many people were ashamed of their own greed. That night, Bilal prayed under the stars, feeling a calmness in his heart. He knew Allah was pleased with him, and that feeling was worth more than all the gold in the desert. Days later, the merchant returned with a caravan filled with goods. He had told his rich friends in the city about Bilal's honesty. Impressed, they decided to trust Bilal with their trade. They gave him sheep, goats, and even camels to look after. Soon, Bilal became one of the wealthiest young men in the village, not because he took what wasn't his, but because Allah opened doors for him in ways he never imagined. He built a small mosque for travelers and poor people. He fed hungry children and taught them to pray and trust in Allah's mercy. Years passed, and Bilal's name became a symbol of honesty and faith. People from faraway towns came to seek his advice. Whenever someone asked him how he earned so much respect and blessings, Bilal would smile and point towards the sky, saying, "Put your trust in Allah, and return what is not yours. What is written for you will reach you, even if it is buried in the deepest desert." Bilal's life proved that real success doesn't come from taking what doesn't belong to you, it comes from being truthful, grateful, and patient. And so, his story reminded everyone that trust in Allah is the greatest treasure of all.